Alright. We are good to go. Let me set up the videos. This will take just a moment. Oh! Alright, that one's set up. Now I need this one. Well, there's someone else here already watching. Just started. Okay. Put on this one. There we go. And last but not least, let me set up the chat for this Twitch stream. Alright, Twitch stream is set up. Alright, everyone. We're good to go. Now, I need to get home. Where is home? Too far. Well, that works. You put a spider head on my... You put a spider head on my Tinker Station. It's a weird noise. Just want to set those in there. Hello, Elena Covey. You are the first person on the stream. At least first person to talk, not the first person on the stream. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe you are, I'm not sure. Either way, we got carbon brushes. Magnetic block. Or magnetite block. Metal girder. Carbon brushes. Generator coil. I need to figure out what those are. Oh. Alright. This is electrical connector, basic motor. Yes, I do. But nobody really watches when I do the Roblox live streams. Okay, so I guess to start off, I need to get magnetite. Yeah. It's like I would like to do more Roblox live streams, but nobody ever watches those. Yeah, they're over here protecting my base from creepers. Huh? Yeah. There's this one game I've been playing on Roblox lately. It's in early access right now. Or early release. It's called Critter Bay. It's made by the same people who made Dragon Adventures and Creatures of Sonaria. Okay, what I need to do is... Hmm. I need to set up a recipe for this one. Hmm. What the hell? Why is the stream element spot only now working? So you're telling me after all this time it finally starts to work? Let me see if I can... Okay, yeah. Nope. If you're wondering what's going on, there is a delay. What's the Bloxburg News Channel doing in here? Nah, 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 nah. But, yeah. Anyways, I need to get some redstone. According to the... This will be... I can't rotate the design. 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 18, 24. I need to figure out if there's a way to make the delay even less. Yes, this is very much modded. Now, if I go mining, I can probably find some stuff. I need to eventually see about getting myself some... What am I thinking? Fortune books. Probably, like... Again, I'm gonna take this one back out. Ow. Ladder got in my way. Alright. See if we can get some redstone. I don't need that. Oh, there's some right there. But there's also creepers. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people usually coming are usually here for their first time. I'm not exactly that popular. Now I gotta get back down there and get that redstone. Okay, they don't seem to be down here anymore. Don't see any more. Okay, they are still down here, it seems. And I've been poisoned again. Yeah, I hope I do. It's too slow. I think my shaders are being a little weird. Let me see if I can change to a different one. Maybe I'll try this one. This one looks funky. The Bliss shader seems to have a little issue when dealing with light. Now that I think about it, I've been getting quite a decent amount of gunpowder. I might be able to craft some stuff and go to the nether and see if I can get some... hold on. Give me just one moment. No, I think I can use that. Here. This will work. Let me just stick those over there. There you go. I need enough to make 24 blocks. So, 9 times 24. Okay, so 10 would be 90, so 109. Wait, no. 99, 108. So, that would be about 108. Well, then again, it would take about 4 stacks if I know, because one whole stack of redstone would make about 7 blocks, given it's 63. So 7, 14, 21, 28. About 4 stacks, I should have enough. But then again, I only need 24, so... Huh. So that would probably be enough. If it's not enough, I can come back down. It's vertical because it's a short stream. There's also a standard stream, too, if you want to look at that, which is also on my channel. Pretty much so people can see the actual one and the shorts version, but on the shorts version, it is vertical because if I was to put it in the standard version, I'd have to do stuff like this. And so then, if it's like this, I have to then try to squash the screen down like this to get it to fit into the borders. Or I'd have to do stuff like this. And as you can see, that doesn't even at all fit. So, instead what I do is if I can get it back into mode, I just put it up like this, that way everyone can see the entire screen. Which makes it a lot more convenient for everyone. Let me see if I can... There. That should work. Alright. I can see you on the standard stream now. Okay, I need to get out of this cave. Oh, I'm hungry now. If I had some emeralds, that would definitely be useful. Actually, no, that would be way more useful. Excuse me, I'm trying to have a conversation with this guy here. Thank you. Yeah, here we are. Let me throw out that. Come back here. Thank you. I will be taking that. Thank you very much. Okay, so that other one was not a goblin. That was a faker. Now, where did this goblin go? Oh, there they are. Alright, you go do that. It's not healthy to stay up longer than you need to. I could definitely use these. Not necessarily for me in general, but rather for some stuff I'm working on. Hello, Zonirk. Yeah, you should probably go to sleep. Good night. And thank you for stopping by. For those of you in the short stream wondering, there is another person. There are multiple streams. So rather than set up different streams for different people. This is 1.20.1, but of course it is very modded. Yeah. Okay, what was I looking at? So I need iron sheets. But to do that, I need to make a mechanical press. But to make a mechanical press... Well, actually, I have a mechanical press, I just need to pull it out. But to get it set up, I need mechanical power. I just need to... It's a lot of stuff I need to do, actually. About that. Well, that's aquaculture. Usually there's an annoying one flying around somewhere nearby. They're always here. Oh, well, there's better options. For example, over here. Let's see if there's any around. Usually there's some right here on the shoreline. Oh, yep. Seal. I do in fact have Alex's mobs installed. The only issue is, with one of my mods, it causes a lot of problems spawning specifically the Bone Serpent. And I need to figure out what's going on with that, because it can cause the Nether to have issues starting up. Someone has been bathing in my smeltery. Hold on. I swear. Alex's what? Alex's cave? Not sure I've heard of that one before. Anyways, whenever, like, this is a whole server, there's multiple people that join, so usually, oh, now one of them wants to show up. But as I said, usually when I want to put mods in, I have to do polls first to make sure they're actually what people want. Otherwise, there tends... Oh, there's my stuff. Just saying, otherwise there tends to be a lot of arguing. Wonder if I can make this lower. But to do that, I would need to make some gears. Wrong item. Hello, Slimy8493. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, if I make just these, this should be enough to... me take these off. There. They shouldn't even been on there in the first place. Now if I move the depot over, directly underneath. Good. Now let's take half of my iron. There we go. This is a mess. Oh, there was a person on the Twitch stream. Hello, Aletta Ari. That is surprising. Nobody ever watches a Twitch stream. I'm doing fine, by the way. Alright, that is done. Oop. Did not mean to click that. And now, if I want to make these metal girders... Might as well just do that. Should be enough. I don't exactly have a favorite game. I tend to play a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to set this up. Ponder. Okay, so... only one in between. I didn't consider the distance across. Okay, so 3 in between. 1, 2, 3. Like this. Okay, how many up? Okay, so up here, that's 3. But then what is this one? Confusing. Maybe if I search up stuff that I can create with the metal plates. Or sheets. Plate. Sheet. Whatever it is. Here we are. I might be able to find the item. Not a rope pulley. Switch to this one. Definitely going to be a lot more stuff. This one? No, that's just a girder. This stuff is used in pretty much everything. So, trying to figure out each individual item might be a bit difficult. Whoops. Ah. Okay. Shift. No. Okay, so I can ponder on an item in here, so might not be that bad. Let me see if I can find this there. Motor? That looks like it could be it. Bookmark this. I should probably just... There. Now I can just go back to that if I need. I should really do that more often. Oh no. I did not mean to do that. Do I have fish? Puffer fish will not work. You dare! Okay, he only took a sliver of health. This should fix that. Okay, gonna take this out. Where is my flint? I need to get you back. Oop, don't want to do that. There you are. Good. Oh. Hello, Fady King 7. Yeah, I see you. There's some flint. Alright, these should be enough to potentially get me some... We got sent to the nether. This should be enough, as I was saying, to potentially get myself some netherite. Now, I just need to get down. Okay. Now, Oops. Wrong button. Anyways, as I was saying, before I got... Press the wrong button. Here's where I was mining before. So now I should just be able to I'm gonna use the lesser stack first. Oh yeah. Might be a problem. Much lava down here. Let's see if I go this way instead. I'm not sure if you can find... Wait a second, I can just RTP. Where did I go? Okay, this should be a good spot. I just gotta dig down. Oh. Well, hello. That wasn't really expected. There. No, wrong thing. There. No. There. But now that I know I'm deep enough, if that works. Huh. Neat. Let's try to... Oh no. Well. This might be bad. Hello, Sheds Gaming. Alright, so I need to get up there without getting killed by the very angry Piglin Brute. Okay. I think I've got this. Just gotta be smart about this. Ow. As long as I play it smart, I shouldn't have anything to worry about. Well, except for the brutes. Got him. Okay, there's nothing really of value there. I'll take those arrows, so... Maybe I'll find some netherite in here. At least some scraps or something. Well, that could have been very bad. Let me figure out where I am. Okay, there's a chest right there. I'll take the block of gold. I could use his golden carrots. I should probably put those up in the chest. There. They sure have a lot of health. There we go. What is that thing? Oh, it's a drop bear. Yeah. Huh. Weird. Okay, anyways. There's still more stuff here. I came here looking for netherite, and I found a bastion. Almost looks like this bastion is just completely blocked off. It goes just hidden in the ground. Oh wait, there's entrances over there. So I guess it's more like a weird cave. Ooh, big step. Nope. Okay, yep, it seems that the answer was yep. Well, I'm literally cooked. Pig step. Maybe they'll join. Who knows? People seem to like Gigi Nucky. So that'll be cool having him, I guess. I should not have done that. Where does the lava stop? I'm not gonna make it. I didn't make it. Oh, look at that shine. Okay, there we go. Let's hope it's not any place weird. Ow. My buffs at least protect me from lava a bit. Not enough to prevent my death, but... Ow. Almost like the explosions are sucking me in. I've only found 2 pieces, so... I wonder if that, fire goblin guy is still hanging around. I don't like that noise. I wonder what happened if I just kept digging down. Yeah. I would have expected there to be some lava, but guess not. Oh, there it is. Yep. Well, that was my fault for digging down. Beans. You need to go closer to the bed. That's some shiny ground. There. Okay. That was rather annoying. But we have 2 ancient debris. Unfortunately, it looks like we do have a server or like Discord server integration thing, so people in the server can talk to people in the game. Alright, there we go. Well, normally if you want to make a public server, you can either do it on your computer, which of course requires your own RAM and all that, or you could go through another host. Personally, I use Bisect. It's really good, to be honest, but For example, you have basic servers like Eternos. They're free, but they are restricted in what mods you use. So, like, there's a lot of good mods that you can't use because Eternos is really restricted. Oh, there's a goblin guy. Then, Bisect itself, if you use my code up in the top left corner, like you copy that link, you can, and use my code there, you can get 25% off of a server. Which can be useful. Personally, I had a Bisect server before this, and... oh, I'm dead. I had a Bisect server before this that I was using to run this, and whenever I was frantically trying to update everything, they reached out and offered me a partnership. I'm still not sure if it was because my mod pack was actually good or they just saw I was really active. But either way, I managed to get a partnership, and from there, it's like my server costs became free, so I don't need to pay anymore to keep the server up. Which is good for me, I guess, but... they also have this weird partnership deal thing where, or the partner fund, where if I can get at least one more person to put in that link and do the code and all that, they'll give me access to a whole bunch of stuff that can help my server. Like, they'll give me access to money to be able to afford better scripters and modelers and stuff for the server to add on stuff. Which would be really useful. Ow. I'm not gonna find this ancient breeze, am I? Alright. It's like a orchid ignum. Orchid ignum. I have no idea what any of this means. It is confusing. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. There is stuff that makes it a little easier in this mod pack. I bet... I have an idea. It has completely evaded my mind that I could have just... I don't know, used my hammer that I have had on me this entire time. Wait a second, what do I need to make fortune? Oh well, that's not important right now. What's important is I do that. No, I only have 5 left, so I'm gonna have to get more redstone in a bit, but... yeah, hardcore would be just completely over the top. Hello, Quaid. Welcome back. Okay, let me RTP, and I'll test this hammer out. Where am I? A little high up. This should be good. Oh, this definitely works. And then I have an excavator. Yeah, I didn't see it, unfortunately. Oh wait, if it's a realm, it might be on bedrock. I have to figure out how to set that up. Might be because I need to get my X. No, I don't have Game Pass on my Xbox, but I might be able to play it on my PC. I'm not certain, but it wouldn't hurt to try, I guess. Yeah, there's the Terra Shatterer thing that a friend of mine got already. And I need to figure out how they got that. It should potentially be a good mining level for ancient debris. Let's just hope I don't run into any lava. Wait, how do you have a realm set up on Java? Bedrock's the only one that has realms, if I remember correctly. Oh, there we go. See if there's any more. Yep, knew it. I'm going to dig out the area just to make sure there's not more. Okay. I wonder if I was to hit it like this. Nope. I'm not sure what the best sword weapon is necessarily, but I do know that there is the ones like this. Well, not that one. Like this, that have very high amounts of... well, I think Imperium is better. Yeah, Imperium. With 32.8 damage at base. Oh, that's it. I think you can run Bedrock through CurseForge if I remember correctly, but I'm not certain. But anyways, I'll have to see what I can do to view it. It seems somebody got banned from my Twitch channel earlier. Honestly, hate it when people spam on the Twitch channel like, "Ooh, get free viewers." This stupid streamboo.com website is very clearly a scam. It's because there's not really many people that watch in the first place. I'm not exactly a big YouTuber or streamer at all. So not very many people watch. Oh. I don't really have a favorite or best shader. Each of them has their own downsides. But, in my opinion right now, I think Solus shader is pretty good. And thank you for saying that. Okay, I'm not seeing any more netherite that way. But I will say, in my opinion, well, like they each... I need to get out of here. I hear lava this way. I can take an easy way out. Or I can just start TP. Where am I going? What was that? What did I just see in the lava? I wasn't the only one that saw that, right? Who placed this here? I mean, I guess I'll use it, but... Let me make sure it's off. To be honest, that might have been the bone serpent. Wait, hold on, I heard a goblin. Before I die. There. I'm so dead. Oh. Well, I didn't die. Oh well, I'm gonna have to die anyways. It was inevitable. Question is... Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, this London lore on the short stream, this is Java edition, and this is modded. Okay, so let me go over some of the shaders I have to show you, since you asked earlier. So this one's the Solus shader. So you can see it seems pretty decent. And one thing I do like is reflectivity on the ground when it rains, like water has kind of effect on it. You have Bliss, which is misty and all that. It adds a lot, like with shading stuff. But it seems to have an issue with underground lighting and constantly crackles and makes it look like the graphics card is dying. Even if it's not. Complementary Reimagined. It's more simple. Slightly ethereal, rounder clouds, wavy grass, but the water is still pretty basic. However, it has reflections, which is cool. Now, you have Complementary Unbound, which is similar, but clouds are now wispy. It's still reflections, but the water's more realistic. So it's just complementary, both a little more realism to it. Then you got this one. This is just for fun. There's not really a point to it, it's just more horror aesthetic. More grim, more dark, more grungy. See, everything's dark. This would fit more like an apocalyptic mod pack. Or like after an apocalypse, everything's in ruins. Now, Pastel, that's also just a fun one, but see, this one's more bright, colorful. So it's got wavy, it's got reflections on the water. It's more ethereal. But, as I'm saying, currently I'm using Solus. And of course, all of these shaders are already implemented. Solus is also easier to run. But all these shaders are already implemented in the server, and you can activate them if you want, if you ever join. No, yeah, Pastel is bright. Now, what was I doing? Okay. So, I need to do something, I guess. Let me convert these into ingots. That's one netherite ingot. I'm not sure what to do with it now. Let me dump those out. Pop these into the thing over here. Now, what can I do with netherite? I think the smartest thing I could do is use the netherite ingot to... I'm not necessarily sure what the worst weapon is, to be honest. But there could be a few contenders, like wood ones or stuff like that. What was that? That's strange. Anyways, I need to find a netherite upgrade template. Nope, 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 nope. Almost forgot. Where'd I put that repair? Repair kit. Alright, I had some spare slots. Okay, let me place down a cast here. We disable the flow. That was not what I intended. That's what happens when you forget to switch over your metals. Let me blow flow back. Let me go ahead and dump this back into there. That will now melt. Wonder if I can... Oh, not enough heat. Anyways, Prudentium. Let me allow this to now flow into there. That was not enough. It's way less than enough. Do I have any more Prudentium stuff? I have Inferium Essence, Okay, I got my Infusion Crystal. Prosperity Ingots. Now, if I add these together, that makes Prudentium Ingots, which I can then melt down over here. I need to check and see if I have more Inferium anywhere else. The only reason I'm smart is because I have autism. It's pretty much... It's like I'm able to learn things 5 to 20 times faster than an average person, but I am absolutely horrible at social cues. Like, if you use sarcasm on me in real life, I will die. I'm just that bad. This should hopefully be enough. Okay, yep, there. And we are good to go. It's a repair kit. Yep. Yeah, thank you, Quaid. Well, that definitely did not do much. Whoops. Need to take that out. Put that back in. It's probably not going to be enough to make it... Oh, it was enough. That one's definitely not enough, though. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the tough tool rod cast back in here. And I am going to add these. Well, that's better than nothing. I have no idea why they aren't, but they don't have to if they don't want to. I have a feeling I know who one of them is. And I do know why they wouldn't want to chat. Given everything that's happened. Alright, I am... going to need to get some more redstone. Somewhere. This place is weird. I think I see a cave this way, though. On the opposite side of... Oh, that works. Alright. Alright, Quaid. You go have fun doing that. I'm gonna need some golden carrots. Ow. The glow berries are actually glowing. They look weird. Oh. But I'm not sure it's what I need right now. Yeah, that guy's just chilling. Okay, but it doesn't look like there's really much to this mineshaft that I'm seeing at this very moment. Okay, there is more indeed, but we need to start exploring. I will take that. That is mine now. I don't know what the Black Lotuses are, but I'm pretty sure I do need them. I hear a skeleton above me. I should honestly probably grab the Inferium. Oh. Why is the Azalea glowing? That makes no sense. Alright, now I need to see about finding a cave system out of this place, or at least find some redstone. Okay, there's some redstone. Rethinking voxels? Hold on. Oh, it's Minecraft shader. Maybe. Ooh. Whenever you see the stream pause for a second, then, or like freeze for a second, then you see a pause menu. Okay, this is a little concerning. I did not intend to come down here. Yeah, I was saying, like as I was saying, normally whenever the stream pauses and or like freezes and it's paused, it's because there's stuff I'm looking at. Like somebody messages me on something I have to pause the stream and check. Because there is a lot of stuff going on. But as for me being okay, I guess I am right now. At least as far as I know. I will take this. And I need to find a slot for it. Okay, there. That works. Fortune 3 on the diamond hoe. Need to see if I can find some food in one of these chests. Wonder where all the skulk is. Yeah, I think somebody already mined it all out. Gem protection. I'll have to look at what that does. I know it's a Gempire thing, so it must be for one of the gems. Okay, get that. I can eat the golden apple, I guess, but... Question is, how does all this food stay fresh down here? So it's like, you go find a cave, and there's a chest. And the chest has perfectly healthy... Like, look at these glowberries. Ooh. Those will be useful. Protection 3 and Unbreaking 3. Let me remove those old ones. The slate, I will need that. barely seeing any skulk. Ow. I wonder if I can trigger skulk growth. Maybe. Huh. I'll take this. I don't need this bucket of water. Why do I even have that? Also... see if I can just... get up. If I can get up, Whoops. Oh no. I may have made a very terrible lapse in my judgment. I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. Get out of here. I have no idea what I'm even looking for. Hello, Quaid. Alright. Makes sense. Give me one moment, please. I am having a nosebleed. This black mold sucks. Give me one moment to clean up. Alright, I'm okay. Everything's okay, we're good. I'm back. Yeah. So yeah, that was not fun. Anyways. You're good. Sorry about that. Uh... Yeah, black mold is not fun. This is why I need to get the money to move. Also, hello Melissa Toner on the short stream. Sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Oh. Another chest. Oh, that is... That's good. I need to clear some space. Take... that... I need to get rid of the glass shards. I'll put that in there and... take that... that... Oh. Wrong things. Put that there. Take that. And I will bring it back to my base and... whenever I just realized I haven't been focusing on what's important. This is only iron. I have the materials now to make a better one. And that's what I need to be doing. Okay. There we go. I got that set up. And yeah, I have no idea what. Sorry about that, everyone. Just yelling. I have an idea. Well. Hello, Fady King 7, welcome back. Okay. Got Skulk Catalyst. I do need to take that, but I am definitely running out of inventory space here. I'll get rid of the clay ball. I'm going to... oh wait, I have slate right there. I could probably just... pickaxe heater. That could be useful. Now, I need to get rid of something else. Oh, there's Will. I can get rid of the wheat. Oh wait, there's already an open inventory slot. Let me just... there. I'm not necessarily sure. It's probably some of the Deep Dark's music. I know the Deep Dark does have its own custom music it does play sometime. I'm currently... Fady King, I'm currently trying to gather redstone and other junk to make, these magnets. Yeah, it might be modded music then. I'm not sure where it came from. Let me see if I can reverse this stream real quick and see if it'll show me what the music was. Ow. Give me one moment, please. Okay, that music does actually sound vanilla. I think it's like ancient city music. I think. As far as I know. I haven't heard it in a while, but I know I've heard it before. Since I'm still here, though, it might play again. Yeah, the Deep Dark does have its own music that sometimes plays. Yeah. Yeah, Fady King's server is kind of interesting. Especially when weird stuff happens. I really need to fix this skin. I'm stuck with this weird skin right now. Oh, this music that's playing right now? Huh. Now that's, if it's this music that's playing right now as I am speaking, that is just regular cave ambience. At least modded cave ambience. Yeah. Fady, like with all the mods, they are mostly supposed to work together. So of course there are a few issues, but most of the time it works. Yeah. Nice, Quaid. Ow. Yeah, another thing is, with the shaders I was talking about earlier, Bliss, while it does have some errors, it does also add a lot of stuff. Like when you're hurt, like this with Bliss, it doesn't... Oh no. That's not good. But with Bliss, it adds that red aura around your vision. So it's more realistic, I guess, but... this is my custom Minecraft mod pack server, Fady. did I not get this one yet? Yeah, I am. But if you want to join, if you go to CurseForge and just type in Crystalline or just Steven Universe, something like that, you should see the server. It's Steven Universe Crystalline Fractals. It's pretty easy to find. It's the only Steven Universe mod pack there is on here. Shads, there is 2 different streams on YouTube. There is this stream you're currently on, and then there's the shorts version, which is, I think, the one you were on last night, where it's twisted on its side. It's kind of like, I guess, the shorts version's more of an introduction to the thing to help people find the channel. Since people do a lot of scrolling in shorts, it makes it easier for people to find it. While the full main video is this standard one. So, for example, if you want to see the standard view, then you can... Oh, GG Nuggies here. But if you want to see the standard view, if you're on the shorts, you can go to my channel and then just click the full or normal video. You sure are eating a lot over there, Quaid. I can probably get rid of the obsidian, but then again, I need it. Solium dust, maybe? No. I can get rid of this, though. And I am going to place the redstone in. There. Ah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, to be honest. Okay, there we go. There's another chest I haven't looted. I will be taking that, thank you. If I can find one of those goblins, I can probably get efficiency 6. I can stop worrying about... Oh, I do need the echo shards. I can probably stop worrying about the bottles of enchanting, because I think I have enough. And I missed. I'm gonna look around just a bit more, then I am going to... go, back to what I was saying. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this. Anything I can deposit? Good enough. Yeah, the brain rot streams are absolutely everywhere. And it's like just so annoying dealing with them too. Like, if you want to block one of the channels so you don't see it again, you do that, you block it, and then you scroll down and there's another one right there. It's like there's no escaping it. What did I just... Oh, that's what I put in there. Don't need that. Yeah. That's just pretty much how it is. It's always either the brain rot ones, the ones that are like noob equals ban, the ones that are just an image of junk that, like, some kind of stupid riddle, and there's not even any point to it. People doing random stuff like, oh, I'm going to click this a certain amount of times. Oh, if you donate, I'll stop it. I'll bring it back, but that's just stupid. Then, another one that I forgot to talk about the last time we were talking about all this. Sprunkies. Like, there was a mod. I mean, like, there was a game called Incredibox. Ow. And it had this thing in it. Like, basically, you put these things onto people and they would make certain types of music. And a person made a mod of that game, which is a Sprunky stuff, and unfortunately that got more popular than the game. Yep, the annoying loop streams too. But because of Sprunky, it like just spiraled out of control, and it's even worse necessarily than just the whole Sprunky thing, because aside from it just being bad enough, people started sexualizing it. And now you have a bunch of these stupid ads where you have the characters doing really bad stuff. Like, it just went from a false sense of security horror mod thing, and now it's just brain rot. But honestly, nothing's ever meant to last in a pure state. Someone's always going to come along to ruin everything for everyone. That's just how people are. Greed can make a person do stupid things. Yeah. I have played Grow a Garden before, and I've tried playing Steal a Brain Rot, but to be honest, they are not my thing. It's like they just feel so boring. Like, for example, Grow a Garden's okay, but it's pretty much just an overglorified waiting simulator. Like, pretty much the whole point is just sit there and wait for things to grow, so that like, for example, premium players, Basically, these people feed off the dev exchange, which is the reason that waiting simulator games exist. So, for every premium player that plays a Roblox game, the amount of time that they play it, the developer gets Robux for it. And, of course, creators like the Grow a Garden creator capitalize on this. And because of that, they... Ooh. Is this the music you were talking about? I think I understand now. But anyways, what I was saying is the whole point of Grow a Garden is, yeah, it does have a lot of microtransactions. I believe it was partially bought out by Do Big Games, which is really bad about their microtransactions. Like, oh, we're a way for creators to silently leave in a safe way. And their definition of leaving is taking over the game and filling it to the brim with microtransactions so nobody wants to play it anymore. Fishing, or the game Fish, got victimized by them, but it's like the game Fish became a victim of them lately. And they were able to manage to get back. Like, they managed to buy the game back from Do Big Games and fix everything. But it's like everything's just horrible. I do not need this golden knife. That's been sitting in my inventory for a long time. Okay. But yeah, basically the whole thing is it's essentially an overglorified waiting simulator. And what it does is it preys upon people with premium to, like, they'll play the game, and what it does is, for every certain amount of time that a premium player plays the game, the developers get Robux, and those Robux enforce essentially greed into the player, or like into the person. So now the player wants to make more Robux. So what they do is they just create like a waiting thing. For example, with the plants in Grow a Garden, you need to wait a long time for them to grow. And it's completely pointless, but people feel like they need to have that rush whenever plants grow. Or, for example, with games like Souls RNG, it's essentially an overglorified waiting simulator. All you do is sit there and gamble. You just roll over and over again. It's designed to just make you sit there and do nothing. And because of that, the premium players join, they sit there just like anybody else, but the developers make money off of them. The entire scheme of the game is to make players sit as long as possible to farm as many Robux off them. They're essentially there to make you a cattle, livestock. And all you're doing by just sitting there is giving them money. There's no creativity put into the game. And what's even worse is people have started understanding that that's how that works. So they go and create their own versions of the game. Forge a weapon, steal a something, I don't know. Steal an Attack on Titan, that was one I remember. I think Steal a Sprunky was one, but yeah, it just goes on like this over and over. Just another Steal a game, or another Grow a game, or something like that. All just overglorified wedding simulators. And of course, they just never end. Because it's always just another person wanting to make more money. I miss the days when games were all just... Yep. And even then, the whole Still a Brainrot game itself was stolen off another game. That's all it is, just stolen games all the way down. Honestly, I miss the day when games were original and creative and had actual story behind it. There's one game I remember called The Labyrinth, made by Nitenity Studios on Roblox. It wasn't necessarily the most content-filled game, but it was still a really good game. It was based off the Maze Runner TV show, or movie, or whatever it was, and... yeah. But basically what you're doing is you're essentially going around this labyrinth, and you can get resources and other stuff to make better tools and equipment, and trying to find the escape while also at the same time fending off creatures. And it's a really good game, but it's just died. Nobody plays it anymore. I remember Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies 1 was good, before it was owned by EA Games. Then it started going downhill. Then you had PVC and PVC paid version. And then there came Plants vs. Zombies 2. It was filled to the brim with microtransactions. Just microtransaction after microtransaction. Yep. And then you have Plants vs. Zombies 3, but nobody talks about that game. It was absolutely horrible. And then after that, they went back to Plants vs. Zombies 1 and filled it to the brim with microtransactions as well. EA Games is a horrible company. It's like once greed comes into play, anything that players love is lost. Instead of focusing on what makes players happy and what keeps them coming back, they focus more on what makes them more money. So now we get expensive games pumped out as fast as possible, filled to the brim with microtransactions. I gotta go end my life now. Just gotta get over to the lava. There we go. But yeah, EA Games is one of the most notorious for it. And Ubisoft is getting really close behind. But then you have other games creators that are doing a lot better, like the creators of Hollow Knight and Silksong. I've never played the games. I really want to, though, but I don't have the money for them, even though they are cheap. But those two are like that company. That company is special. They are good. And of course, these guys never leave me alone. But yeah, their games are cheap and packed with content, and that's why people love them. There's so much to them, and they're not hidden behind a massive paywall. If a company like... okay, he's giving me that. If a company like, say, Nintendo were the ones to make Silksong, like, you know that game would have been like $100. Or like 80 to 100, but then you have others. Nintendo's just a whole other case, to be honest. Their greed is absolutely horrible. Yep, it's a small team, but they knew what they were doing. The unfortunate, put it like this with Nintendo, though. I personally love the Wii. Yep, pretty much. That's exactly right, but... So I love the Nintendo Wii, but the whole problem with them... I'm gonna put it like this. So, abandonware. Say you go to a store that has sold strawberries before, and you want to get or sell some strawberries. You go to the store, and they no longer sell strawberries. And you ask them what happened to the strawberries. And they're like, oh, we used to sell strawberries, but we don't sell them anymore, and we never will again. If you want strawberries, you are out of luck. So, you go home, but on your way home, you notice some person eating strawberries. So you ask them where they got them. Or it's like the whole issue, though, is this store was the only store that sold the strawberries. And now there's no way to get them anymore. But you see this person with strawberries. You ask them where they got them, and they show you. They have a whole field of strawberries behind their house. So, they tell you that whenever the strawberries were being sold, they got some, but they took some of the seeds from the strawberries and grew it at their own house. And for everyone to enjoy. So now even though the strawberries are gone, people can still enjoy them. And then the company throws a fit and sues the people, or the person, for having strawberries. Essentially, what I'm saying is abandonware. So, with abandonware, the Nintendo Wii's games are not able to be obtained anymore unless you want to pay ridiculous prices for these games. Now, the issue with that is, eventually, if nothing changes, these games would have been completely unavailable. You would not be able to find them anymore. But because of people working, they go and take their versions of the games and upload them online so people can enjoy them in the future. We have whole generations of people we have adults now who were born after the Wii was made, and whole generations of people who have never experienced a Wii game. Children born after the Wii who will never get to experience it, or other Wii games for that matter. The Nintendo 64 from the 90s, people won't be able to experience classic Super Mario 64. But because, and unfortunately for us, Nintendo doesn't want to release these games. Of course, the one we got with Super Mario All-Stars, even they've stopped producing that game as well. And the whole issue with it is, now people won't be able to experience these games, and if nothing happens and these games aren't preserved, then the discs are eventually going to break. and then there will be nothing left. So all the hard work that these developers put into making these games is going to go to waste. So people go and save the games so that other people down the line can get to enjoy them and have a chance to see what they were about. But Nintendo gets upset because even though they are no longer making money off of the games, like, they don't produce the games anymore. They aren't profiting off of them. There is no money to be had, and yet they still get upset, even though they're not making any money. And it's just this whole problem. Like, they make no money at all. Hold on. Anyways. Hello, Glitch Seeker Official. Honestly, I would have thought people would have stopped talking about that by now, but I guess people still are. Anyways. Let's see, I need that carbon brush thing right there, and I'll have to place it right here. Now, I guess I need 2 of these. I need to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to place there in the middle. This one over here, this is Create. There's a lot of different mods in this mod pack. I wonder if I do this, I might be able to find the metal piece that goes between. Hold on, I think I just saw it. Maybe it's a motor. No, that doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't look like a motor. It looks like a regular girder right there. But it has a shaft in it? What if that's because it is? It was! No wonder! No wonder I couldn't find it, because it didn't exist as a crafting recipe. That explains so much. So much could have been explained by that. Yeah, I'm getting severely distracted. What was I talking about again? Okay, so take it like this. Like, of course, I have dabbled in the abandonware stuff myself. So, oh. What are you talking about, Killer World 35? What do you mean help you out? I don't think I understand. But Anyways, what I was saying though is, so of course I had my Wii games and all that, and I still have the discs, but I also created copies that I can put on a USB using some software. That way in case anything ever happens to those discs, I still have the USB copies. Oh, liquid. So yeah, I always make sure to have an extra copy of the game created from my own version. I mean, it's not technically piracy or anything since it is my game that I used. But that just leads me to another problem. The whole, you don't own games, you just own a license to use the game thing. That's just horrible. It's like you're telling someone that the thing they bought, they don't actually own. Like, how does that make sense? That guy is a liar. Yeah, Quaid, I am gonna be honest, like, it is... I mean, it is a little weird saying you just went to the bathroom. But it's not the weirdest thing, I guess. It would probably be simpler to just say you were back. Oh yeah, the music disc. I need to check it out. There. Okay, you two, stop fighting, please. Let's see. Now, I need to figure out where I put that andesite casing. Or not casing, the alloy. Maybe if I just... Ah, there we go. Okay. Now I need to make a block. There we go. Surround that with copper. We got a generator coil. I wonder what other music discs we have. No, I can make music discs. Funky. I don't think I have, actually. I think I tried to play one. I remember, I think I tried to play one before, but I was never able to. Made the skeleton shoot my cat. Move him back. There. Now back to business. So, I need to, surround this with... doing it wrong. Three... Three. 2, 3. Okay, this should be the way. Hold on, walking on grass should be restoring my hunger, right? Yes, rooted boots. Slowly replenishes hunger while walking on grass. So if I do this, it should be replenishing. Doesn't really replenish it that fast. Yeah, we could. But I need to figure out how to do all that. Anyways. So we got this set up. Let's see. What next? Oh, when rotated, it'll produce electricity. Let me... attempt to divert the cog's power. Yeah. I'll have to check. That was not the intended direction. I don't know why it's not working. Too much. I'm gonna have to make a separate one for this one. Water wheel. Large water wheel. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know how, because we heavily optimized the server to where it would run on nearly anything. Okay, there we go. Now we need some big gears. Or large cogwheels. Okay, that slows it down. This considerably speeds it up. I mean, it's fine if he spams it, as long as it's not overly being a nuisance. Never wants a place where I want to place it. Maybe if I try from the other direction? Maybe it was a little much. Better than nothing. Alright, we are good. Fady, to get the IP address, you need the mod pack to get it. You need to go to CurseForge. It's up in the, or go to the link in the top right. Just type in Steven Universe Crystalline Fractals, or just Steven Universe or Crystalline or something like that, and it'll pop up. And the IP is already included in the server. Really depends on what kind of fire. Regular fire, water would win. Grace fire, fire would probably win. Okay, so we got this producing electricity now. Now what does it say to do now? Maybe now I add that energizer? Let's see, if I place the depot, take it from over here, and place it right here. No, that wouldn't work. Damn. Hello, GG Nuggy. Okay, so... let's see, what is this? Electrical connector, basic motor, large cogwheel shaft. Electrical motor. Ah! Okay, so electrical connector. If you're bored, you know you don't have to watch this stream. Electrical components. Wiring. These zombies are a nuisance. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it, because I put in the wrong thing. Copper nugget. Alright, this makes it easy. Oh, here comes a zombie. Okay, they got him. There you go. Here we go. I wonder if I can just directly hook this up to the Energizer. Oh, that is bright. And let's see. Guess I place one right there and wire. Alright, you gotta do that. Copper sheet into a saw. Okay, so depot, that's a casing and an alloy. Of course, GG Nugget is over there doing what they do. Okay, let's make some sheets. Yes, they could. There's nothing like overly bad in the server that would prevent them from playing. Okay, so 3 iron sheets, 1 ingot. There we go. Alright, back to the crafting table. Hello, Isa. Welcome back. Anyways. Let me grab that casing out. Pop that in there. And that's a saw. Let's see, how do I get it to work, though? Yes, that's what I thought. Let's see if I can just... Nope, too much going on. me go ahead and take back that gear. But I wonder if... Nope. Too much for it. Yeah, pretty much. Shads. Oh, but having it right there works. So I wonder if placing the... I can probably ponder it. Because it has to be upward facing. So I guess what I need to do is make another water wheel. Uh, well, I already got this thing set up. And I figured out how to get this set up, so it's running. Alright, I gotta set up a water wheel again. For the third time. And I do not appear to have any wood. I don't know why I'm looking in there like I'm gonna magically find some more wood. Right, here we go. This should be just enough. I probably didn't need like a whole massive one, but... Oh well. I need to take this off. I made the gems last night. I think you were on though, but... The mica, the shell, and the pebble, they all died. Hunted down by mobs. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some magic on this. Where did that dirt go? There it is. There we go. Ow! I didn't actually get to make any more gems after that, though. If I do this... I don't think that's making anything. There we go. Alright. We have wires. Let's see if we can get this working. We have energy. We have energy! It's for transmitting electricity from our electromagnet. Now let me find that building gadget. Wherever I put it. Oh, there it is. Ah. Alright, let's see if this works. Says it's getting energy. Maybe it's... needs to also be powered at the same time. Maybe that's why. Do I still have that? Yes, I do. Aimbot. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this thing's getting... Oh, it is getting charged. Scaring them off. Okay, what if I move this over... here. I need 4 pieces of... I need 4 logs, and... Okay, get those logs. What happened? Uh, hold on everyone, there might have been a shooting outside. Well, we don't know that yet. You said you heard a scream and then a boom, boom, boom. Hold on one moment, please. I'm back. Everything is okay. It was a cat. There was a cat fighting outside. And apparently what happened is the scream was the cat, and whenever it was fighting, it must have hit against the water pipe outside, which produced noise that sounded like gunshots. At least that's our working theory. So anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, wood. But then there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. There we go. Now, I need to turn these into planks. I think I made enough for 2. Meant to grab 4. And I pressed the wrong button. Get out of there. Place that there. 1, 2. Convert those into planks. There. We're good now. I'm just going to set those there so I don't have to deal with them. Now, all I have to do is set up this water wheel. And once I do that, it will be good. See if that's all I needed. No, I need to get on this side too. Okay, there we go. We have power. Okay, now I need a small cogwheel. Big cogwheel. Small cogwheel. Wait, no, it was big cogwheel, small cogwheel then. Because it only slowed down. Big cogwheel. Small cogwheel. Big cogwheel. Small. Big. There we go. Hey, Connor, what are you doing? Connor? Of course, you never want to talk to me. Anyways. Need to place that there. Now, let me, connector. Alright. Let me, there. Now we have power heading to the device. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I guess I'll leave that there, and I'm going to go adventuring. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have that going, when I get back, it should be properly energized. Okay, so another thing I can be doing right now is... Alright, Nuggy, if that's the kind of belief you have, how hard can you buy sulfuric acid? Also, where are my books? Oh, they're in my inventory. I'm stupid. Yellow, white. Netherrack, raw copper, bone block, skulk block. Gonna pop it over here. Now I need the gem. The netherrack, bone, skulk, and copper. I think. Okay, so netherrack. I know I had a bone block somewhere. Here we are. Bone. Now skulk. Guess I'm gonna have to go find the deep dark again. Oh, wait a second. Now I remember. Ah. Easy. Forgot I placed a waystone. A chest I never opened. I'm not exactly sure what a garnet is going to do. Negative noise. Negative. Just gotta find a skulk block. There sure are a lot of chests over here that I finally skulk. I mean, it's got efficiency 4 and silk touch. I'll take the hoe. if I can find some copper around here. Ow. Just gotta locate some copper. I have a feeling Gigi Nuggy is somewhere trying to figure out where I am and heading over to me. What the hell? It appears my game crashed. I might as well cut the stream right there. I'm starting to get tired anyways. Sorry about the very bad end, everyone, but we have been streaming for 3 hours now, so yeah. Might as well just finish up now, hop off, all that. Alright, bye everyone.